pretty mild start to the week after the snow from last night. A lot of it melted today, and as we take a look outside right now, you see a little twilight on our Richmond camera. Clear skies, 39 degrees right now. It was in the 40s this afternoon, and so a lot of what we saw this morning, not there now, depending on where you're looking. If it was facing the sun, it's likely gone. A lot of the black tops dried off really quickly as well, but this was a beautiful shot sent in from Ken using the drone up in Smithfield. The sunshine coming up over the snowy landscape. But again, that's not sticking around very long this time around. It was only a couple of inches as well. 43 was our high this afternoon at TF Green. Wake-up temperatures in the upper 20s, so it was cold enough for that snow to stick around for a short period of time before things warmed up above freezing. Here you can see the daily precip less than 1/10 of an inch. That was because the storm was really wrapping up once we got past midnight tonight, so most of the precip, of course, in the form of snow, fell late last night. As you take a look at your wake-up temperatures on Tuesday morning, across the board, we are going to be above freezing. Great news there, because with all of that liquid of melted snow on the ground, you would be concerned about any refreeze and icy situations as we head towards the morning commute, but not likely to see that. But anything that is not evaporated by Wednesday morning, that'll be a different story, as we do have some colder air in the works. It's also going to be turning windier tomorrow as well, so it'll really start feeling colder, I think, later tomorrow afternoon. We are going to be tracking a couple of storms this week, kind of messy situations. We call them slop storms. They start as snow, they mix with either ice or sleet, and then change over to rain, and so a little bit of the messy, wintry kitchen sink, if you will, and that also possible again over the weekend. Those are the two that we are tracking in the fairly short term here. Beyond that, even into next week, it looks like this fairly active pattern with these quick little storms zipping through is going to continue. As we look outside right now, we've got generally clear skies over us. Clouds about to take back over here as we've got another cold front over the Great Lakes right now, getting into northern New England, bringing some rain and snow at this point in time. But the milder air, again, out ahead of that front, will eventually be replaced with the cold air behind this front and the windier conditions, again, all coming in later in the day tomorrow. So here we go. Cloudy skies as we head into tonight. Cannot rule out, again, that quick little passing shower shortly before midnight tonight. Other than that, it's a fairly dry, cold front as it passes through. Clouds tomorrow morning, quickly breaking for sunshine. As the sun comes out, the wind is going to start to pick up a little bit, and we should see temperatures once again just getting into the 40s tomorrow, but a much colder day coming up on Wednesday. We're waking up to temperatures in the teens, so that's first and foremost. And again, that's a hard freeze situation, so any leftover liquid that doesn't evaporate, again, the wind tomorrow should help it to evaporate, but anything that does not could turn to ice very quickly as we head into Wednesday morning. It's a beautiful sunny day. It's going to be a cold one, though. Temperatures barely getting to 30 or the freezing mark. Now, it is going to turn warmer on Thursday eventually, but cold air sticking around at first. And so we're going to see this next storm system beginning as a quick thump of snow, wet snow across the area. But notice those temperatures here as we head towards lunchtime on Thursday, already trending towards the freezing mark. And you can see that rain snow line down there in Block Island is going to quickly spread northward. So we're only looking at maybe a couple of slushy inches out there, and then that rain's going to take over and wash it all away. But a messy day out there on Thursday. There goes that storm passing through. We get a break Friday into Saturday. Here comes the next storm. We'll start to see that warm front nudging in on Saturday evening. Could start this as snow and then a changeover to rain or sleet. Just going to be very messy out there again with this storm, much like we will see on Thursday. Beyond that, again, the pretty busy pattern is expected to continue as we head into next week. But we start off next week with a sunny and seasonable day and a high of 38, which is our average high for this time of year. A little bit of a Super Bowl preview out there if anybody's heading out on Sunday. I do think that the storm will be gone, say, by mid to late morning on Sunday, so I don't think this is going to impact those of us that are traveling locally for any Super Bowl festivities. But if you're going out maybe Saturday night to get the chips, the dip, whatever you may need, you might
or some other stuff.
Some other stuff.
Or some other stuff. Hey, how about the 40s today? They'll feel great.
It felt great. I went out with my son. We did a little, and by the way, this was great. The last snow that we had was not good. Snowman, snowball kind of snow.
This
It was very
phenomenal.
dusty. Yeah. It was perfect. It stuck really easy. A little tougher to shovel, but fortunately it was only a couple of inches out there. But we had a great time in it. And it was nice because, sometimes you get a snowstorm, you go outside to shovel and have some fun, and so it's freezing out. So it was nice to be pretty balmy this afternoon as well.
I'll tell you what, if you're a hooligan, you can make some really nice snowballs. And
yeah, just like the scene in Elf where
exactly.
just